Hey, what's going on, my little bundle of chestnuts? It's your girl, Kate Winchester here, and this video is like 3 videos in one. It's an announcement video, it is a dream video, and it's a story time video, so lucky for you. The first announcement I wanted to say is I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is I got a job. The bad news is, hence the reasoning for the bad news is because I got a job, meaning that the schedule is gonna be way off, so I may or may not be doing videos. I'm not gonna quit YouTube. Never in a million years am I gonna quit YouTube. I'm just saying, like, if the schedule is off, that's why. Like, if maybe I'm recording a video really late, or if I'm recording a video really early in the morning, it all depends on my hours. Like, I don't know the hours yet, but I did go to a job interview and they said that I got the job. So good news is I got a job. The bad news is I don't start until the 16th, meaning they don't even know my hours or the position. They just know that I got the job, and then I'm gonna be working at Denny's. So yeah, I'm gonna be working at Denny's. I'm not gonna say which Denny's, but I'm working at Denny's. So, and it is a 24-hour restaurant, so I could have the late shift, and I told them that I wanted the night shift because I am a night owl. It is 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm filming a video because I just remembered something that's so fucking hilarious. Like, I cried of laughter because of this damn story. So, like, it's so sketchy, but at the same time it's kind of funny because of the end. So but really quick, yeah, so I got a new job. So because of the job, my video, oh, sorry, I found my ring. So yeah, the video schedule is gonna be way off. So, you know, I'll be filming really late, I'll be filming really early, and hey, sometimes I might even miss a few days. Not even just a day, maybe a few days, you know, like, if that does happen, I'm really sorry. Just know that I'm, like, swamped with a new lifestyle and a new work and a new job, so, you know, it all depends on my boss, really. And so I think they're gonna yell at me for still being awake. I don't care. I'm 18 years old. I do as I please. So, oh, hang on a second. Oh, I gotta pop my bag. So, as for the NSFW channel, I need requests before I can post on there. I did a vampire bondage type thing, so I'm gonna make a video on my NSFW channel too, talking about requests, and let me know if you guys want a sexy outfit for my NSFW videos. Like, I can try to find an outfit that I can spice up a little specifically for that channel. So let me know what you guys think. Also, if you want Dreamtime to be a series, I can start writing down my my dreams that I have in the week and then say them for you. But lucky for you, I actually did have a dream last night that I can't shake, so I'm gonna say that it's not a bad dream per se, it's just a really weird dream, you know, like one of those dreams where you wake up and you're like, why the hell was that in my brain, you know what I mean? So I think I've been watching Corpse Husband and Let's Read a little too much, because it's not a sex dream, so, like, you guys can just be like, so for those of you that are like, oh, this is some good tea, no, unfortunately. No, it's not. Like, freaking, so yes, they already do serenade me to sleep with their deep voices, more or less Corpse Husband, but freaking no, it's not. I mean, take this dream what you will, like, it's like, hey, to each their own. But this dream was so fucking weird. Like, So I was reading on this news article that like these kids were getting in a fight and they were like 5, 10 years old or whatever. So I think my dream had a mix of watching Corpse Husband and Let's Read too much and reading that news article right before I went to sleep, because freaking so yeah, like I'm in a park or like a really big public place. Like I can't even remember. I just know that it was a public place and it's pretty humiliating. But so I've never seen Corpse Husband's face. Like he never did a face reveal and I don't think he's gonna do one anytime soon. So literally I just saw his profile picture and Let's Read, it was the same thing. Like it was just their profile pictures and I knew who they were the second I saw them. I was like, shit. And I was gonna like walk away. Like I think in my dream I knew they were mad at me. But, like, yes, the whole dream is them being mad at me. I don't know. So for those of you who are like, is this a sex dream or not? To each their own. Take it however you want. But they're probably gonna see this video and be like, the hell? They're probably not gonna watch this video. I'm just some dumbass who makes videos. But, like, you know. So like this article was like this 5 and this 10-year-old that just got into a huge fight and like they were brothers and one of them went to jail. I think it was a 10-year-old most likely, I don't know. But they had this huge fight and so Corpse Husband and Let's Read profile pictures and it's so weird because like I could still see like their little usernames above their heads. So like it was literally like I was looking at their profiles but they were in person, you know, and it's terrifying. It's fucking terrifying. So I'm with my family and all of a sudden I hear Corpse Husband, hey you, and I was like, and he's like, yes you, and I was like, shit, I know what this is about. And I was like starting to walk away. She's like, hey, what are you doing, get back here. And I was like, shit. And my parents, and I'm like, aren't you guys gonna help me? And they're sitting there like, this is some good tea. So my dad's sitting there like, this is some good tea. And my best friend was with me, because why wouldn't she, you know? And she's just like, what did you do? And I was like, I don't know. So I went over to them, and it had something to do with the article. Like, I don't know. They were like, I think they were mad that I stood by and watched. I don't know. But, like, why would this have anything to do with them? Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, this is such a weird-ass dream, and I thought I should share it with you. I don't know. I'm just the messenger, you know? So I'm just the secretary at this point. So I walk over to them and I'm like, what? Like being all sad. I talk to them like how I talk to my parents whenever they're gonna give me another lecture. I'm like, what? You know, so that's how I walk over to them. I'm like, what? And they're like, they're like, so they literally start like yelling at me for whatever the hell it was. And I'm like, no, why would I do that? Like, I was like, why would I do something like that? And Macy's just sitting there like, how could you? And I was like, I didn't. Like, I'm literally getting so defensive in my dream and I'm crying and I'm like, I didn't do it, I swear to God. Like, I didn't, like, why would I do that? And I started to walk away because I got mad and defensive and I was like, you know what? This is just like a merry-go-round. Like, literally, it was just like, you did this. Why would you do that? Like, and then Macy's just... And I'm like, you're my best friend, back me up here. She's like, this is some good tea. And Macy's just like, okay, which is so weird, because I know in real life she'd be like, hey, she said she didn't do it, you know, but she's just, this is some good tea. I think she would be both, now that I think about it. I think she'd just be like, what's she? Okay, now listen here. She said she didn't do it, but oh, she just said a really good comeback. Like, that's literally her. So I'm like, you know what? Forget it. Like, I remember saying that. I was like, you know what? Forget it. And I go to walk away, and I just feel like somebody pulled me back, like, hey, this isn't over. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, and there's some part of me that I know I'm dreaming. Like, you know, one of those dreams where, like, you're sleeping, and you're like, what the fuck? You know? I think I'm somewhere in there going, Does this have something to do with that porno I watched? I can't say that. If you ever wanted to know what Kate Winchester is like at 3 a.m., hi, nice to meet you. But anyway, so like I'm sitting there and I'm just like, does this have anything to do with... And so literally they're just like, hey, we're not done here. And I'm just like, I'm still getting mad, you know, like I'm getting mad, I'm starting to cry, you know, I just want to go home. And I'm like, look, whatever you think I did, I'm sorry, you know. And I'm just like, literally like everybody was just like cramming words down my throat, and they're like jumping down my throat, and just like I just had this feeling of like helplessness. And whenever somebody yells at me, even if I know for a fact that I didn't do it, I tense up and I start crying, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't know. Just like, even though I know I didn't do it, you know, I just feel so helpless. And like, you know, I already said I didn't do it, what else can I do, kind of thing. Like, if they're not letting me walk away to go vent and think about the situation, then I'm like, did I do it without realizing it? Like, and then I have a, you know, like my brain just kind of keeps going and overthinks it, and then I have an anxiety attack. But that's only in really extreme situations. Most of the time they just let me go have my fit, and then they're like, fine, let her have her little tantrum, whatever. And then I come back and I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Even though I know I didn't do it, I just want to kind of keep the peace, you know? So, and that's why I'm so petty. It's because like nobody lets me have a damn voice. Like, now that I think, I'm getting mad. Like, nobody lets me have a damn voice. Like, every time I try to like be like, no, look, this is what happened, they're like, I don't want to hear it. So I think that's what that dream was. I don't know, but yeah, they're like, you did something, you did it, why the hell would you do that? And I'm like, and at this point I'm like, I don't know, sir, I don't know, just please let me go, like I just want to go home. And they're like, oh my god. And I think it was either Corpse or Macy, I can't remember, but they were just like, you're 18 now, like you need to face the consequences. And I'm sitting there crying. I'm like, whatever I did, I'm sorry. Like, and I went to go back to my dad, and nope, the pole again. And my dad is just sitting there like, and everybody's just staring at me, and even people in the dream that like didn't have any relevance. So like, oh, hang on. So like, complete strangers are just sitting there staring at me like, how dare she, you know? And I'm just sitting there crying, and I'm like, please, like, I'm so sorry. And then magically I can fly, because it's a dream, you know? So I start to walk away, and I'm like floating on air, and then boom, like, instead of just like the hand thing, I would have, okay, if you are going to grab me, go here or go here, but never touch the hair. Not today. That's just gonna make me mad. So I'm like floating, and the only place that this person can grab me is my hair. So they go like this, and I'm like, this ain't BDSM. I was like, this ain't BDSM. Like, I was like, this ain't BDSM. Like, you ain't my daddy. Don't pull my hair. Like, seriously. So, like, don't touch the hair. I don't think I'd even let daddy touch my hair. Like, fuck, man. Like, this is sacred. This is my bubble. Don't touch it. Like, it's not good. It's really not. So, like, when you touch it, you mess it up. And just, it takes like 5 minutes. Like, shit. It should only take like 5 seconds. But no, my hair is so frizzy, the hairbrush goes, no, I don't want to work anymore. And then just stays there. Like an autistic bird. I need to shut the fuck up. No, I'm not making fun of autism or anything, but like, have you ever seen an autistic bird? Shut up, Amberlee. Like, so anyway, so yeah, everybody in this dream is like staring at me, and they're just like, and even Corpse husband doesn't have anything to say now, and he was the one that was doing all of the talking. And So everybody's just sitting there brooding at me, and I'm just like, okay, can I go now? Like, are we done with this damn argument that I don't even know? And I went to walk away, and then somebody said, shame on you, and then I woke up. Oh my god, okay, so now I'm thinking, if I ever do go to like a meet and greet or whatever, and Corpse Husband and Let's Read are there, how the hell am I gonna recognize them? Because they never show their faces. Well, I mean, I might hear their voices and be like, I know that voice. Like some kind of creeper, and just be like, hey, are you Corpse Husband? You know, just like, and then hopefully he's not mad at me for whatever fucking reason. Like, that would be so damn weird. Oh, and there was like an update on the 10 and the 5-year-old fighting. Turns out they were siblings, and it was over a piece of candy. Who knew? So I didn't have anything to do with it. Sharon! Tanemotional reference, A. But either way, for any of you who were in my dream and mad at me, I didn't do it. Okay? So anyway, the story that I was gonna tell you guys actually is one that I just remembered, and now that I look back on it, it was a serious situation, but I kind of look at serious situations and laugh because that's just who I am. You have to live life and live. Wait. Doesn't make any fucking sense. I need to go to sleep or something, but so anyway, so yeah, I look at serious situations and die of laughter later. After I feel all shaken up, I laugh. Like, that's my coping process, you know. So I came out to you guys as a little. For those of you who don't know, I'm a little. My favorite flavor of popsicle is, I'm not gonna say it. But no, I am a little. For those of you who don't know, DDLG. Like, if you guys don't know what DDLG is, look it up. But don't judge me. Like, this is a loving community. If you're gonna judge me for anything I either just said or what, bye. Like, so anyway, after I came out, people have been a little bit more like weird. You know, like, there's always gonna be that one type of guy who's like, I don't know you, I'm gonna call you baby girl anyway. But like, now that I came out, I think somebody's dad or grandfather was like, got like a perverted fantasy or whatever and saw me in public, and it was very, very uncomfortable. And I don't know if this is just a part of being a DDLG or a part of being a YouTuber or both, but I was in Walmart with my dad. We are Walmart. Like, I need to shut up and go to bed. But like, after this. So, so I'm waiting. So my dad and we already bought our items. So, dad has to go to the bathroom. Of course he does. So, love you, Dad. So I have the bags and I'm waiting outside of the bathrooms, and this weird dude, I'm like facing the bathrooms, and this person calls from behind, hey baby girl. And I actually do have a boyfriend slash daddy. He's in Britain. So I don't know why the hell I turned around my instinct. I don't know, I was just like, oh, maybe it's like, maybe it is my daddy. What the hell is he doing here? You know? Or like, you know, maybe I was just like, oh, well, maybe it's a fan that, well, he was a fan. But like, not the one I was hoping for, you know? Like, not the one that I was open to hug. Like, so I turn around out of instinct, and I point at my chest, and I'm like, me? Because I turn around to see a man with a scraggly beard, and he's got gray hairs in it, and he's balding, like, literally old enough to be my grandfather. Like, and I'm thinking maybe he just meant his daughter or his granddaughter, you know, like my grandfather will still be like, hey baby girl, what's up? And it's just like that kind of thing, you know? So I thought, oh, well, maybe he sees somebody else, maybe it's not me. So I turn back around and he goes, hey baby girl, I'm talking to you. And I was like, oh shit, it's me. So I turn around and I'm like, me? Like I point at myself again, like, me? And he just nods and he goes, yeah, you came out on your YouTube channel a little yesterday, so what's up? And he's getting closer to me and calling me princess and kitten and baby girl, and like, oh, that made me so uncomfortable. Like, I almost dropped out of the DDLG community. It's not like it's that simple, but like I almost made a YouTube video saying I was joking about the whole thing. Like, I'm not. I'm actually a little, like, I have a stuffy. Where'd she go? I have stuffies, and I did order some little stuff on Amazon, because when I am out of the house, I can live as a little, you know, and not be trapped as somebody I don't want to be, you know. So yeah. So, I almost went under, like, that was almost it for me, you know. I was just like, nah, like, nah. So anyway, he's getting closer and closer to me, and he's like, there's like a wall, and there's like different like corridors to where the bathrooms are. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about. So he almost puts his hand right there, and I'm like backing up, because like there's almost nowhere for me to go. And I'm like, Dad, hurry up! Like, calling in the bathrooms, you know? And I see this guy in the milks, and this is where it gets funny and less serious, you know? So this guy, he's like in the milk section, he puts the milks down and is like, baby, how are you? I missed you! And I was like, oh, thank God. My savior. Like, my knight in shining armor, you know what I mean? And so he wraps his arm around me, and he's like, baby, hi, who's your friend? And I'm like, oh, this is, and the guy's like, I'm so sorry, like, I didn't know, and you two have a nice day, and just walks out of the store, doesn't even buy anything. It's like he was, like, watching me approach the store, and then was, like, watching me the whole time. I don't want to think about that, actually, but it was terrifying. So he walks out of the store and drives off, and I tell my dad about the whole thing, and he didn't believe me, but, you know, it's fine. So, he didn't do anything to me, I guess. He just talked to me, but it was terrifying the whole time. So this guy, he's like, baby, how are you? And just pretty much saved my life. So I'm like, thank you so much, you just saved my life. And we got to flirting, you know, because it's me, like, who else, you know? So I'm, like, talking to him, and I was like, hey, can I have your number? Like, we should talk, like, you just saved my life. And he goes, yeah, sure, but I don't play on that team. Like, I play for a different team. And I was like, so Yankees, Red Sox? And he's like, and he goes, what's your favorite? And I was like, are we talking about sports, or... I'm bisexual, I should know what it means, but I didn't. I was just like, he's high, like, you know, I was just kind of like, hey, like, so he's like, what's your favorite? And I was like, wait, we're not talking about sports, are we? And he goes, no, honey. And I was like, oh, are you gay? Literally out loud at the top of my lungs, I was like, oh, are you gay? And he's like, shh. And I was like, oh, are you gay? And he's like, yes, I'm gay. And I was like, oh. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I don't shut up. Like, I really don't shut up. So, I'm so sorry that I yelled to the store that you were gay and you probably weren't out yet. I'm sorry. So yeah, I still have this guy's number. Like, it's not in my phone because they have this weird rule. It's like, if we don't know them, don't put them in your phone. We're helicopters. So, you know. But yeah, so this guy has totally saved my life and you're not letting me put him in my phone. I need to chill. So, yeah, that's the time where I talked to a creeper and then I talked to a guy who turned out to be gay, and I basically forced him to come out of the closet to Walmart, and I still do feel terrible about that, by the way. I apologized profusely because, you know, it's hard for the LGBTQ community, even now, because people are still like, it's Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, or like, you know, just being judging people as a sin too. Sorry, that was a weird cough. Judging people is a sin too. So, let he among us without sin be the first to condemn. Hallelujah. So, I think a lot of people forget about that though. Like, being gay is a sin. Girls aren't allowed to wear pants to church. Girls aren't allowed to mess with their hair in church. Girls aren't allowed to touch anything in the Bible in church. Yeah, well, you had your hands on your husband's dick the whole time, Susan. I need to shut the fuck up. A lot of people forget that, like, oh my god, they like to throw out the little stuff, but like, let he among us without sin be the first to condemn. Lovey bohem. For those of you who understand that reference, come, my children. For those of you who don't, you're all uncultured swines. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. I love you. Just know that you are missing out on the best musical of all time. Like, seriously. But anyway, yeah. So, for the person who I just outed to Walmart, I'm so sorry. Like, I completely understand. Like, and I will tell you how I understand in another story for another time because my phone is about to die. So, probably tomorrow or something, or like, well, later today, I guess. Or tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, it depends. So, yeah. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed. So I'm gonna be back on my NSFW channel, so check that out too. And I will just be doing a, just request video. Like, I'm gonna be telling you guys how much I need requests because, I didn't get any comments on the vampire bondage thing. So for those videos that I don't get comments on, I think that you guys don't like. So, if you don't like them, then let me know, but like, I don't know. So anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Stay body positive. Kate Winchester out. Hasta la bye bye. And God bless your nutty little hearts. And don't forget to go nuts. Oh, and if you're not sure if somebody's gay, just quietly whisper, hey, are you gay? Instead of just go, oh, you're gay? Because they might not be out yet. And then you don't want to be that person. Sorry.